Big up the Chatbout Podcast, yeah. Captain Positive are the boss, yeah. Whole heap of things to we chat about. So, grab a chair and hold a seat, yeah. Talk with intelligence. One bag of things to we chat about. Don't talk, don't laugh, more now.
Morning, good afternoon, good night. Welcome to another episode of Chatbout Podcast with me, your host, WG Dessa, aka Captain Positive, aka the man with all the motivational spirit. Yeah, man. So, you know, I always like to talk about something where somebody I do. Show some support, you know what I mean? However small, however minimal. Because everybody I live a dream. You see what I say? And this morning no different. If you like animation, if you want anything animated, you can reach out to Nefus Latchman. Yeah, man. Them man they bad pan animation. So if you have a character you want to come to life, or if you want a story you want to be animated, link him, man. You can follow him at Nefus pan Instagram. You know what I mean? Nefus Latchman. And that note, the quote of the day reads: fear is temporary, regret is forever. Fear is temporary, regret is forever. Some of us are fearful that we just stop. We're done, we're finished. We decide, so yo, this is too challenging. We're afraid to lose, we're afraid to fail. So we are giving up. 2 years down the line, now we realize that if we had continued, we would have been where we want to be. 10 years down the line, we look back and we realize if we had continued, we would have had an empire at this point. Now we regret not continuing. We regret not following through. We regret not giving our goal an opportunity. We regret not giving our dream a chance. And we see others living their dream. We see people doing it, what they want to do. We see people going on vacations, taking time off because they built their dream. So now they can live their dream. But you didn't do that. You were fearful. You feared walking off this job to go start your dream. You feared quitting your job to go start this dream. You feared going back to school to further in your dream or to start your dream. You feared moving forward. You feared you were going to fail. And failure would not have been the end all be all to your dream. But quitting, stopping, regretting, and you only can be regretting if you did quit. And that's what you did, because you made your fear got the better of you, so you threw in the towel and you gave up on your dream. You stopped trying. You quit. So now you are living a life of regret. You are saying, I should have, I could have, I should have, I could have, but you didn't. So now you are depressed. Now you are sad. You're always regretting. You keep saying, if I could go back, you can't. There's no recapturing time, you know. There's no time traveling machine. There's no means of going back to the past. This is why I don't understand why the movie is called Back to the Future and you've never been there before. You only can, you only can do now. You only can live in the present. But you made your fear so big that your fear overcame your dream. Your fear overpowered your dream. Your fear got the best of you at the time. So now you're living a life of regret. Now you are saying to yourself, if I could recapture that moment, if I could get back that moment in time where I started, but I was so fearful that I gave up. If I could do it over again, if I could start over. The good thing is you might be able to start over. But some of you are so fearful that the fear from 10 years ago is still driving you today. This is why you're being regretful. This is why you're regretting. Because you are still fearful. You see, fear is something that most people say is worrying about things that are unseen. Or you are worrying about failure. You've never seen failure. You can't be fearful of failure. You didn't try. You haven't started. So you have already defeated yourself because you are worrying that just starting you're going to fail. How you know that? How you know you're not going to win? How you know that your dream is not going to come true? How you know that just getting up and doing it is not going to be what it is that you want it to be? A success. You don't know. But you are so fearful. You are so worried. You are so intimidated by starting that the fear overcame you. So you gave up. Now you're living a life of regret. Oh, last year I could have done this. 2 years ago I could have been this. 5 years from ago I would have been here. But you are not. Because you gave up. But today, now, this moment, because we know what fear does, we are going to overcome our fear. So we don't have to live a life of regret. We are going to beat down the fear so that 2 years from now, we are not being regretful. We are being thankful that we stuck with it, that we didn't give up, that we continued. And then 10 years from now, when the empire is so big, you step back and you look at your great work and you be like, I am glad I did not let fear get the better of me. I am glad that I did not let the fear overcome my desire to see my empire as big as it is today. 10 years from now, you're going to be looking at your empire and like, I will not, I should not, I cannot let fear overcome me, so that regret is something that I am going to dwell in. Fear is this small, Your dream is this big. Fear is this tiny. Your dream is this large. Fear is temporary. Your dream is forever. So don't let your fear cause you to lead and live a life of regret. Don't be regretful. Don't be the one who sits at home by his or herself and talking to yourself out aloud. I should have done that last week. I should have done that last year. Maybe if I did that, I would have been here today. Maybe if I did that, I would have been here today. No, we are not going to be living like that. If you were fearful yesterday, if you were fearful last week, you have the gift of now. You have the gift of today. You have the gift of knowing that you can start over right now, irrespective of your circumstances. You don't want to give power into regret. You don't want to give power into fear. So don't worry about not starting 10 years ago. Whatever your age is now, whatever your age is, your dream did not change. You fearing should have changed though, because now you know that if you had continued, you would have been where you want to be. So start now and start without that fear. Because you let that fear get the better of you last year, 2 years ago, 5 years, however long ago, the fear won. And now you are regretful. But the good thing is you have now. So no more life of regret. No more life of regret. No more sitting down and saying, oh, I regret not doing this. Do it. Start. Get up. Move forward. Forget what you didn't do when you had the opportunity to do it, and get ready for what you're going to do. Because the fear of yesteryear is going to be your driving force for tomorrow. I'm going to write that down. I must give myself a round of applause. That was beautiful. So, fear is temporary. Regret is forever. Do you want to be forever regretting? Do you want to be the person that every day for the rest of your life beating yourself, telling yourself that you should have, you could have? No, that is not how nobody wants to live. That is going to age you faster. That is going to age you rapidly, because then you're going to be stressful, you're going to be depressed, you're going to be dwelling in a place that you don't want to be. Whereas if you start now without that fear, or using that fear to drive you, because sometimes fear can be a driving force, Sometimes, not in all cases, but we are going to relinquish whatever we are fearful of. Because failure is not the end all be all. Failure is only a lesson. Failure is a tool. Failure is something that you learn from so you not repeat. But regret you can't change. Fear you can get over. Fear you can end. I was once afraid of heights until one fateful day I went to Rick's Cafe and I jumped off that however high platform that everybody else was jumping off, but because I was fearful at the time. And then I jumped off and I kept jumping and jumping and jumping. And I jumped so much that day that my friends had to drive off and I had to run down the vehicle because I turned my fear into enjoyment. Now I only want to see the water and the rock. No matter how high up it is, me I jump off it because now it is a rush for me. It is joy. It brings me happiness. I am no longer fearful. If I did not jump off that rock that day, to this day, I would see things like that and be fearful of them. And I would regret not taking that leap of faith, knowing that whatever it is I am afraid of, I am going to overcome. You can do that too. Don't worry about nothing and start preparing for everything, because your dreams are going to come through. All you have to do is get rid of the fear. The fear is not going to aid you. The fear is only going to let you quit and live a life of regret. Do you want to live that life? Do you want to be the person regretting not taking that opportunity, not giving your goal a chance, not going after your dreams? I doubt it. And if you did so in the past, if you are that person now, you can turn a new leaf. You can start anew. You can create it for yourself. An opportunity to make your dream come true, because now you know that the fear is past. The fear is all. You are ready, you are able, and you are capable of going forward with such vim, vigor, and vitality that no fear is going to prevent you from creating your dream. So I remind you, fear is temporary. Regret is forever. So we are no longer going to give in to fear, quit on our dreams, and live a life of regret. We are going to get up, get out there, create our dreams, spread them, and make positivity the new disease while we get to 1 million subscribers. Go.
This is the Chatbout Podcast. We there first, them there last. Everything I figure I fi broadcast.